My biggest struggle was that in the past, I'd always tried to restrict myself too much. I was following different plans of very restrictive calories, 1,200 calories, or
Mhm.
cutting out things that I would normally want to eat, assuming that I shouldn't be eating carbs. I was making it a little bit miserable for myself and a little bit
Mhm.
difficult for myself. So I always found that I had to build in a lot of, cheat days where it was eat everything that wasn't nailed down on a Saturday night and then start fresh on Monday. So I think that was my biggest change when I started working with you because that had been my mindset for a really long time. And obviously, you can't keep that up for long. So eventually, you want to take a break and get back to what I would have thought was normal eating. And then I was always starting the process again. And I actually just got used to living with having a stomach ache often, depending on what I ate. And I
Mhm.
was making assumptions on what I thought it was that was causing it, but I would just live with it. And I almost just got used to it, just got used to not feeling good on a regular basis.
What would you say was your first aha moment or breakthrough or recognizing, okay, this is something I can continue to do?
When you had me start eating carbs and incorporating them in on a regular basis, and they were a part of my regular diet, I started eating and I finally would eat a meal and feel completely satisfied. I didn't have any
Mm.
cravings. I didn't feel like I was missing anything. I didn't have a stomach ache. I ate a normal meal. I felt good. I didn't feel like I needed to eat anything else. And I was just satisfied to my next meal. That was really different for me because in the past, I would always, not eat carbs and restrict the calories and get done eating and think about when my next meal was and if I could get by until then or what can
Yeah.
I do to distract myself? I'll drink a lot of water, that kind of a thing. It wasn't like that. I didn't feel like I was missing anything. It wasn't constantly on my mind to think about where my next meal was coming from.
Yes, yes. You're giving your body enough to feel
Mhm.
satisfied and include things that you wanted to. I think you have a really good mix of fun and variety. You are just thinking through meals and more balance.
I never thought that carbs were part of the equation
Yeah.
or different things that I would have normally restricted.
And you are a whole new just person at this point. So, how would you say that your nutrition, health, mindset, overall well-being is at this point navigating vacations, traveling, all this stuff?
I mean, I feel great. And I feel like it started with one thing, which I have always been a person that jumps in with 2 feet
Yeah.
and either 100% in or I'm 100% out. That wasn't the case. Established a nighttime routine, which led to me establishing a morning routine. I wanted really badly to be a morning person and exercise in the morning. And I feel like little by little, it just all started to snowball until it all came together. I just feel like one thing has led to the next and the next and the next until I feel like I have the whole process together.
So good. Yes, those baby steps. And now your whole days have transformed. You went on vacation for a week. You also traveled a lot of weekends. So, how do you feel about navigating that aspect of your life now?
I used to have a lot of anxiety about going out to eat. I thought that I had to really make a choice of, am I just going to eat everything that I want or am I going to go have a salad and not enjoy it? It's so much more of a balance. And when I did go on vacation, I'm in such a good place that I don't want to lose it. My habits now are such habits that even being on vacation, where normally I would be at the beach or the pool all day and drinks and food. And in this case, every day we started with a 4 mile walk and
Mm.
got groceries and kept things as normal as possible to what I'm normally doing at home. And then I wouldn't feel guilty going out to eat or going out to get ice cream. I knew I was doing all the good things and that I could incorporate a little bit of splurging or treats here and there. So it's just a much better balance for me, getting away from the all or nothing mindset.
That middle ground is a beautiful place. And I know the weight piece was a big focus for you, which you have achieved. But I think for you, once you shifted your focus from how you wanted to feel, that was motivating for you to continue to create these habits and routine for yourself. And then the weight was just the outcome of those actions.
Yes, I had always in the past only thought about losing weight and I didn't really care how it happened. As long as the number on the scale went down, I was happy with that. So I really learned the difference for one between losing weight and losing fat. I really shifted my focus once I started exercising and I went back to the gym. Instead of thinking about, oh, how much am I going to weigh this week? I think about, oh, look, I'm getting these muscles, or these are fitting better. I'm wearing shorts, which I never wear shorts. That's never been a thing for me. So that's keeping me motivated. I started doing the running challenge, running training for 10 weeks. My goals every week shifted away from thinking about how much I was going to weigh to, can I run a mile this much faster? Or how many days can I go to the gym or get my steps in today? So my focus has really gotten away from how much I weigh. I figure that'll all come naturally when I'm doing all the good things.
And it absolutely has, but it's slower than the prior things that you've done because like you said,
Mhm.
it's actual fat loss. And I think just
Right.
shifting the understanding of how that actually is going to happen
Mhm.
gives you patience, which I know is hard, but just understanding that biologically too.
I mean, it's easy to be impatient when all you're thinking about is the number on the scale,
Yeah.
where now, after working with you, I can get on the scale. And even if it is up a little, I can be rational about it and know
Yeah.
that I didn't gain weight because I'm sticking with my calories. I'm exercising. It's obviously has to be bloating or water or salt or something I ate. I don't beat myself up over it like I did before.
Yes, which is so empowering, right? You can
Mhm.
actually understand your choices and the result of them, but not be moral behind them, like you're good or bad because of
Right.
it. It's just a data point within the mix of things.
Yeah, because I used to be in a place where if I got on the scale and I was up or stayed the same, I would think, why am I even doing this? Is this worth it? I'm not eating anything I like. I'm,
Yeah.
doing the I don't want to do. Why this isn't even worth it. Where now, well, for one, I'm not doing anything I don't want to do. I mean, I'm so happy with the routine that I've created, but if I do get on the scale, I can be much more rational about it. I honestly just don't put a lot of weight on it.
Yeah. Great analogy. So you've done all the diets, right? You've done all the things over the past decades of your life.
Mhm.
And in 5 months, made more tremendous progress and really change your overall perspective of things. What would you say makes this different from other diets that you've done in the past for someone that's considering to do this for themselves? What would you encourage someone to do that's done all the things already?
I can't honestly say enough good things about working with you and about this program. I have done a lot of diets. I've done a lot of very restricting things. I've counted a lot of points.
Mhm.
I always felt like I was restricted and that I was looking for the opportunity to take a break from it, go away for a weekend and eat what I wanted, or go out to eat and eat everything I wanted. And now I feel like this is just how I eat. I want to get my fruits and vegetables. I want to eat the carbs. I really focus on protein where I never had before. It's not restricting, it's not a diet. I just feel so good in how I'm eating and what I'm doing. It's not something that you feel like you need to ever take a break from because this is just how I eat. Where before it was so restricting and so rigid, and I had to cut out things that I didn't necessarily want to cut out. I never felt comfortable in it and never felt like something that I could do forever. Where now I feel like there's nothing that I can't eat. There's nothing I can't reasonably work in. We still go to dinner, we still go out and go to breweries and have a couple of beers here and there. And then the next morning, I just get back to what I now consider normal because I know I want to feel good. It's something I know that I can continue to do for the long run.
Just come full circle and hear all this from you, Jen. It just makes me so happy that you feel this way because this is my goal for everybody. Thank you so much for sharing your experience because I think everybody wants to feel this way, but they're like, how do you even get there?
Well, because it seems like so much in the beginning,
Mhm.
but you really break it down into let's start with this. And my friends will ask me questions. Oh, did she tell you you can't eat this? You can't eat that? And I said, never once, not one time has she ever said, don't eat that or you shouldn't eat that. But you would say, maybe you should add this in. Oh, you're going to have pizza. Maybe you should add in a salad. Maybe you should balance it out. Never once have you said, you shouldn't be eating this or stay away from this. So it's just been little changes over and over that have just led to really big changes. I can't say enough good things, honestly.